The haunted hike. It's not every day that someone captures a clear image of something paranormal, but Jerry Moran, a mother from Derry in Northern Ireland, photographed something incredible, albeit very spooky. While out hiking in a forest, Jerry decides it would be a lovely idea to take a few pictures of her family, wishing to cherish this moment for the rest of their lives. However, when Jerry checked the photos when she got home, she was horrified with what she saw. The photograph shows Jerry's kids playing in the forest. However, if you look closer, the mysterious figure, who Jerry has no idea is, can be seen right in front of her son. Jerry says that, quote, "After our walk, I was looking through all the photos I had taken and noticed a kind of shadow or disturbance in front of my son Finn." She continues, "When I looked closer, I couldn't believe what I saw. It looked like a man. To me, it looked like a soldier standing there beside the tree. None of us saw anything when we were walking past the tree. There was nothing there to see. The kids didn't notice anything and weren't afraid or anything. It really freaked me out when I saw it at home on my phone. The kids want to head back out again this week for a walk." After local news stations picked up the photograph, Derry historian Ken McCormack says that the place where this ghostly figure was captured was known as a location where the British military would be stationed in the early 1900s. Historian Ken says that this mysterious figure looks like an army officer to him, but what do you think? Did Jerry Moran capture the ghost of a former soldier on camera? Let me know down below. If you're a fan of scary videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. The Haunting of Marcio Palmer. This next entry comes from TikTok, uploaded by Marcio Palmer. In what should have been a milestone moment, Marcio moved into his own flat, sharing the space only with his two beloved cats. A time for celebration quickly turned into a haunting experience as Marcio began noticing unsettling occurrences within his new home. Now, living alone takes a new, terrifying meaning, as he believes he's not the only entity residing in his apartment. Desperate for answers, Marcio took to carrying his phone everywhere, capturing and sharing the eerie happenings to his TikTok page, in the hopes that someone might be able to help explain the scary moments he's been witnessing. The sounds of things crashing can be heard coming from another room of Marcio's apartment. He gets up to check and finds several cups on the kitchen floor. Confused, he looks around, and then a blue cup suddenly flies off a shelf right next to him. Then later on, Marcio is disturbed by noises again. He goes to look and finds the keys rocking back and forth, mysteriously all on their own. Then, when he returns to his living area, the lampshade can be seen swinging side to side. This next clip, Marcio is about to relax when he's disturbed by noises again. A door slams behind Marcio. He goes to check, but nobody's inside. Then, a loud sound startles him and he spins around, but no one can be seen. He takes a look around and then a chair slides out from under the table. Marcio checks his home but doesn't find anyone. Suddenly he hears his guitar in his bedroom and then the bedroom door slowly closes right in front of his eyes, and the sound of banging can be heard echoing off it. Terrified, but wanting to capture everything on camera as evidence, Marcio continues filming. Then the doorbell to his home rings. He immediately opens the door, but no one's out there. In this next clip, Marcio is again trying to relax when his intercom begins emitting a rather strange noise. Marcio's intercom emits a sound, almost as if something's outside pressing the buzzer. He looks through the peephole, but doesn't see anyone. And strangely, the intercom is battery powered, but only has one battery in it. So just how was it working? Marcio decides he needs to find out just what on earth is going on in his home, so he makes the brave decision to buy a Ouija board in an attempt to make contact with whatever is haunting his home. But this only made the activity worse. Marcio returns home, but as he approaches his front door, loud banging can be heard inside. Confused and scared, he proceeds with caution, only to find his home has been trashed and the light won't turn on. However, as he enters further, the light begins to flicker right above his head. Terrified, Marcio looks around and ends up finding the Ouija board he used earlier lying in the corner of the room. Marcio Palmer continued to experience strange things for a while after this, before the activity eventually settled down. After watching Marcio Palmer's unsettling videos, TikTok users were quick to sound the alarm. This isn't just a haunted home, it's something far worse. He's haunted by a poltergeist. Many blame the Ouija board Marcio used, warning that it could escalate the supernatural events. Some viewers suggest Marcio should get his home blessed or move out entirely, but others warn that the haunting may not be tied to the location. It could follow him no matter where he goes. So what do you think? Is Marcio living with something truly evil? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Spirits of the Railroad. This next entry comes from the subreddit Ghosts, uploaded by OKFlamingo6090. While enjoying a family walk in Madras, Oregon, OK Flamingo and his family decided to explore an old, seemingly abandoned railroad track. Wanting to immortalize the moment, OK Flamingo took out his camera to snap a photo, but what the camera captured left them all chilled to the bone. At first, the photo looks normal. However, captured in the background, several figures which OK Flamingo claims to be ghosts can be seen. OK Flamingo commented saying that they're definitely walking towards us, looking at us. The closest one on the left, his face looks messed up. The middle one looks like a lady with a black top hat on. Next to her, I don't even know, someone with a bag over their head? They're all wearing black clothes as far as I can tell. The faces get me the most though, let alone the face they look like they're coming at us unsettles me, because we walk straight over that MF bridge. Now, redditors of the subreddit Ghosts were skeptical. Some questioned the authenticity of the photo, with some saying that OK Flamingo is just making it all up for Reddit upvotes. However, OK Flamingo insists that the three figures standing at the end of the track weren't there at the time, and that, quote, they came up in the picture. The majority believe this photo to be genuine, but what do you think? Did OK Flamingo capture three ghosts on this old railroad track? Let me know your thoughts on this one. The Walls Whispers. The thought of an unseen entity threatening your family's safety is enough to send chills down any parent's spine. The realm of the invisible carries its own kind of dread, especially when it seems to have a presence in your home. This footage comes from TikTok user Jessie519's baby monitor, which notifies her and automatically records any movement in her son's room. She posted this clip to her TikTok page in the hopes someone would tell her what had happened so she can put a stop to it before something really bad happens. Jessie's baby monitor captures a scary moment that has left her searching for answers. Her son, whose crib is securely placed against a wall, is suddenly and inexplicably pulled backward toward that very wall. Completely bewildered and terrified, Jessie suspects that something far from ordinary is at play here, something paranormal. Taking her concerns to TikTok, the footage stuns viewers into silence, leaving many grappling with what could possibly explain this mysterious occurrence. But what are your thoughts? What could have pulled Jessie's son in such an inexplicable manner towards a wall? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. The Watcher in the Woods. This creepy video, dating back almost a decade, was uploaded to the YouTube channel Anything Whatever. Driving through the secluded woods outside of Provo, Utah, the uploader and her friends suddenly became aware of an inexplicable presence lurking among the trees. With their instincts on high alert, they quickly turned their vehicle around and decided to capture whatever was happening on camera, just in case things took a darker turn. Here's what they managed to capture deep in those dark woods.
Right around this corner, I think. Like right here somewhere.
Oh, look, right there. Stop. Back up. It was right there, I just saw it.
Gosh.
Watch out, you're like going off the road.
Like right here somewhere.
Oh, look, right there.
As the vehicle inches its way through the pitch black forest, the headlights briefly illuminate something standing perfectly between the trees, just as Anything Whatever had initially observed. This figure appears sturdy and covered in hair, and unnervingly, it seems to lock eyes with the car's occupants. Yet, it makes no move to flee as they pass by. The title of this video is Bigfoot Sighting Near Sundance, Utah, and YouTube viewers believe this to be the real deal, Bigfoot itself. But what do you think? Is this genuine footage of the elusive Bigfoot caught on camera? Let me know what you think in the comments section. The visage. This next entry has been stirring conversations on the Ghosts subreddit. Uploaded by Motorbike in 1985, this peculiar photograph was shot using a Rolleiflex camera from the 1930s, armed with Foma 400 film. In search of the captivating beauty that Scotland's landscapes offers, he stumbled upon something far more enigmatic. Motorbike in 1985's exploration led him to a quaint, albeit weathered, roofless shelter tucked away in the back of a garden, a place that seems to echo with the whispers of the past. It's not just the shelter that emanates a sense of ancient stories. The very land it sits on is drenched in history. A stone's throw away lies an ancient Neolithic tomb and burial ground, with its origins veiled in the mists of time, dating back to 2000 to 3000 BC. And if you dare to venture a little further, an old mansion looms, now transformed into a care home for the elderly. Yet, whispers in the local folklore suggest that it's haunted by the apparition of a lady in white. Captivated by the aura of these diverse historical elements, Motorbike in 1985 felt compelled to capture the moment. He aims his vintage Rolleiflex camera and pressed the shutter. The image he caught not only astounded him, but sent a wave of shivers down his spine. Look closely at the photograph. Do you see it? A ghostly face, distinctly human and eerily ethereal, peers out from the window of the crumbling structure. According to Motorbike in 1985, the face resembles that of an older woman. Yet, while the visage is discernible, the body behind it seems either transparent or entirely absent. Reddit is abuzz with theories, speculations, and potential debunkings, each diving into complex photographic techniques and scientific discussions. Yet, each discourse reaches the same unsettling conclusion: no one can quite explain it. So, what do you make of this? Is this a ghost caught on camera as the uploader believes? Let me know what you think. The Cursed Waterfall. This next ghost video was recorded and uploaded to the YouTube channel Ghost23. Armed with nothing but his camera, Idol, the man behind the channel, braves the untamed wilderness of a Philippine jungle encircled by towering mountains in pursuit of something extraordinary, a waterfall. However, this isn't just any waterfall. Legend has it that this natural wonder is under the watchful eyes of an Encanto, a mythical nature spirit believed to inhabit the dense foliage and said to possess the ability to assume human form. This is what Idol found deep in the jungle.
Wow. Sino ka po? Sino ka? Sino ka? Sino ka? Sino ka po? Sino ba kayo? Hello? Sino yung napapakita dito? Woo!
Just before nightfall, Idol spots a thin, human-like figure standing on a rock next to the water. The figure just stands there, motionless, possibly even watching Idol. Idol calls out, but it doesn't answer. Then, whoever or whatever it is just turns slowly before calmly stepping into the leaves and disappearing out of sight. Idol follows it as quickly as he can up the slippery slope, but the mysterious figure is nowhere to be seen. Commenters on this video believe Idol captured real footage of a ghost on camera, but what's your take? Is this a ghost caught on camera? And if not, how did it move so quickly up such a steep, wild slope? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. The haunting flash. Casually filming her roommate's cat from the cozy setting of her roommate's bed, YouTube user Lauren Constantino 1404 thought she was capturing just another cute moment for her YouTube channel. With the cat's eyes glistening from the dim hallway, she never expected the video to take a chilling turn. While recording, she noticed a brief, inexplicable anomaly, a fleeting incident so subtle that it was easy to miss. Later, curiosity got the better of her, and she reviewed the footage, meticulously going frame by frame to unravel the mystery. What she found left her not just spooked, but genuinely terrified. Around 2.5 seconds into filming, without using any camera flash, a bizarre light flashes across the screen in front of her cat. But what was it? If we slow down the video and pause it right at the precise moment of the flash, we can see what appears to be a creepy face with glowing yellow eyes appearing before it vanishes. Lauren, haunted by this creepy face appearing in front of her cat, uploads the video to YouTube and Reddit, and as always, the skeptic army came out in force. Some Reddit users, like HatFMNell, speculate that, quote, "In the video, you can see that the face appears almost at the exact same time as the cat's eyes align with the camera and phone, and I am pretty sure it's just a filter trying to match what it assumed to be a face." But Lauren counters, saying she 100% did not use a filter, and questions the origin of the flash, highlighting that even beauty filters don't create new facial features, they only enhance what's already there. She even offers to debunk the filter theory with a future experiment. But that's not all. Despite having lived in her early 1900s built home for only 2 months, Lauren sometimes felt an inexplicable sense of being watched. Her roommates too have had their own eerie experiences, making one wonder just what histories and mysteries are entangled in the walls of this old home. After the terrifying discovery, Lauren and her roommates didn't take any chances. They promptly had the house spiritually cleansed, but the question lingers, was this a mere glitch? The haunting visage of something otherworldly or something darker? Share your thoughts below. The lunar anomaly. This astounding footage of the moon was captured by an Italian astronomer named Alberto Meyer and posted to Reddit by Flimsy Union 1524. On the night of April 29th, 2007, at precisely 10:52 PM, Alberto was grappling with stubborn dust spots on his telescope CCD camera. After cleaning it twice, he became frustrated by yet another mark on his lens. However, this spot did something the others didn't. It moved. Realizing he was witnessing something unprecedented, Alberto rushed to record the footage, albeit with some technical hiccups due to the capture software's frame limitations and his own excitement-induced errors. What unfolded next was nothing short of awe-inspiring. In the stunning conclusion of Alberto Mayer's gripping footage, the unidentified object that captured his and now our attention reveals a complex range of movements that defy easy explanation. The mysterious dark spot embarks on a journey from Wallace Crater, gliding smoothly over the Wallace Alps and passing by a sequence of renowned lunar craters, but the plot thickens. The object abruptly slows to half its original speed and hovers momentarily, as if contemplating its next move. Then, with the decisiveness of a guided missile, it makes a sharp turn at a precise 45-degree angle. As if this wasn't perplexing enough, the object accelerates rapidly upon reaching Grace Crater, attaining nearly double its initial velocity before vanishing from sight, as if escaping into lunar oblivion or perhaps the dark recesses of space. Despite a variety of theories ranging from weather balloons to secret satellites, none adequately account for the object's unusual size or complex behaviours. For now, the elusive entity remains a true UFO, waiting for someone to unravel its secrets. Do you have a theory to explain this enigmatic spectacle? Let me know in the comment section. The Haunted Doorway. The final video for today comes from the Japanese ghost channel Fourth Wall. The Fourth Wall team received a video from a person named Meguro who claims his house is haunted. After adopting a stray cat left by the home's previous owners, Meguro gave it to his friends, Mr. and Mrs. Kimura. A few months later, the Kimuras decided to move, spooked by terrifying experiences in their house. It turns out their home had a dark past that dated back 20 years, with rumours suggesting a previous resident might even have been possessed. Apparently, a man passed away by a door in the house. Eager to capture what was haunting his friends, Meguro set up cameras to film the unsettling events that followed. He set up a camera to capture everything in the living room, but also the door where, supposedly, the person had passed away by 20 years ago. This was captured the first night. A static night vision camera captures a sheet of paper sliding off a cabinet mysteriously, all on its own. Not long after this, Mr. and Mrs. Kimura moved out. Now the house is empty. Meguro continued filming inside the property, and several nights later, while the house was empty, the static night vision camera captures something very creepy. Captured on camera in the dead of night, inside the now vacant property. The door in the empty house suddenly opens gently on its own, and then what appears to be a pale white figure can be seen standing in the doorway, facing the camera. Shocked by what he saw, Maguro decided to review all the footage starting from when the Kimuras lived in the house, and as he was sifting through hours of footage, what he discovered was so chilling it made his blood run cold. Caught on camera in the middle of the night, we can see Mr. Kimura stepping into the living room, and, bizarrely, he just stands motionless for around 2 minutes. Then, weirdly, he gets down on the floor next to the door, the same door where the person had passed away in the house 20 years before. One of the family's cats walks in, but strangely, it completely ignores Mr. Kimura, almost as though the person sitting there isn't really Mr. Kimura at all. Finally, he gets up and leaves the room. YouTube viewers were shocked after seeing this creepy footage captured by Maguro inside Mr. and Mrs. Kimura's house, with many suggesting the house is haunted by the spirit of the person who died 20 years ago, just as Mr. and Mrs. Kimura suspected. Some believe that this mysterious pale figure is a sinister dark entity who possessed Mr. Kimura, as seen in this footage, and it's a good job they left before he suffered the same fate as the man 20 years ago. But what do you think is going on here? Did Maguro capture evidence of a haunting on camera? You tell me. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're a fan of scary content, make sure you check out either of these 2 videos here. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so you'll never miss any of our weekly uploads. See you next time.